Hello, Binghamton University. Today is March 4th. I'm Sam Carolano, and I'm waiting for my host, Joe Torgrosa.
Welcome to Cup of Joe.
Welcome to Cup of Joe with me, your host, Joe Torgrosa, my lovely co-host, Mike, and my lovely mannequin, who is yet to be named.
So shall we begin?
Yes, we shall.
This show is not politically correct, okay?
We talk about politics, but most of what we say is incorrect.
Can you hear me? I'm not good. Can you still hear me, at least on Joe's? Can you hear me on this? Can you turn it on, please?
BTV.
Close enough.
Hey, sexy lady.
I will put up a petition on WhiteHouse.gov to get hurricanes renamed after Movievilles so they sound awesome. Because honestly, you're naming hurricanes after people.
It needs to inspire fear into the hearts of people that it's going to attack.
And also,
Katrina is like the least, or Sandy are just such unthreatening names.
But let's think about this for a second. After like a devastating hurricane, you kind of don't want to name your kid that name. You don't want to name your kid Katrina. Lately, you don't want to name your kid Sandy. That will pass. But for the time being, you don't want to name your kid Sandy. You're not going to name your kid Voldemort unless you're a very mean parent. So,
or your kid has no nose.
Or your kid has no nose. So, let's get this changed, people. America,
how great would it be just like seeing some like random redneck bayou person just on the news, like chewing on like a willow or something, and just like, yeah, Vader got us. Yeah, he got us good.
Is that true? I heard Dickinson sucks Dickinson.
Well, Dickinson always sucks.
Mike, can you bring the tissue box in here? I have a runny nose, and I would like to blow my nose.
University students will take any opportunity to get drunk as
Oh, yeah, of course.
all hell. It was great though. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I actually got to watch the parade, which is an accomplishment apparently.
Weak.
Damn it!
Yes, good throw.
I got it. Yeah. Thank you.
I have like 3 tissues left.
I'm a big fan of the cheap beers.
What? No. See, I'll only drink or actually go out and buy one particular cheap beer, and that is Genesee.
Okay.
I think Genesee.
Everyone has their one cheap beer brand.
Yeah.
Like mine would be Natty Light.
Natty Light.
But I cannot stand Keystone. I can't stand Genesee. Those other ones.
What? Genesee's great.
It's very cheap, but it's not.
Genesee is you get Coors Light quality for Natty Light prices.
You are the school spirit. Come out to these games. They're fun. They're free basketball.
They give you free stuff.
There are so many shows on television.
There are a lot of shows.
So many. Like we were talking when my dad was a kid, there were 3 shows. And the Lone Ranger, whatever the other 2 were.
I remember when I was a kid, I had an old school TV that I got from my grandpa with like the bunny ears and like 7 channels. And I had to get up every morning and like play with them and like whack the side of the TV and stuff.
Oh my god.
Always great.
But now every channel has new episodes airing about every single day, all 4 different shows.
Yeah.
And how many channels?
I don't know. DirecTV has like 1,000 now, so.
And they all have something on them. Every single channel has something else to watch.
Yep.
1,000 channels.
Hey.
Nothing's ever on.
Yeah, pretty much. 1,000 channels and nothing's ever on.
Every zone in America has that one particular regional shitty cheap beer. Like in Baltimore, it's National Bohemian. In Minnesota, it's Grain Belt. Here, it's Jenny, brewed in beautiful Rochester, New York.
You know,
Like I'd say good shows right now. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Keeping Up with the
lock.
Kardashians. I love seeing problems with the rich and famous.
I know,
It
it
makes
is a
me
bit
jealous.
of
I want to have a problem because my Mercedes popped a tire, so now my dad's going to buy me a Land Rover. That's a problem. I think I'll take that problem.
Oh no! You bought me the wrong color car. Return it now.
Yeah,
You know, it's
great
such a
beer.
high school drink, like those Four Locos. And
Don't even get me. I've only had one Four Locos, and that was back when it still was the original recipe. And oh wow, I was not expecting to get that shit faced that quickly. That was one of the more interesting nights. That is, if you want to get the most drunk for your money, either get a Four Locos or like a $9 handle of like Mr. Boston or something. Probably cheap liquor, awesome. I love it.
Oh, I cannot stand
I
cheap liquor.
love cheap.
I can do cheap beer, not cheap liquor. Brats is like, you want some rubbing alcohol? Here you go.
It's, I think, cheaper than rubbing alcohol, actually.
But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those shows. I don't like reality television too much.
Oh,
because it ruined my favorite channel. The History Channel is what originally inspired me in 3rd grade to become a history major. And now, all it is fucking trash. Mud Cats. Fucking, all those random reality TV shows with Hicks and hunting and stuff.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, Mud Cats is a real show. Gator People.
Gator Boys. Gator Boys is good.
It's a what is it called? Not a fan.
Swamp People.
Swamp People, yes.
You can get more just bottom basement dirty vodka. Like 2 or 3 times more cheap vodka than actual medical grade rubbing alcohol.
Mother likes that.
Pawn Stars, though.
Honestly,
Stars is awesome.
Pawn Stars is the only show on the History Channel right now that I will actually watch because it has some historical significance.
Yeah, you got to see
a little bit, just a little bit. There's this. I'll take it.
And it's just as effective. And you can kill bees with it. And you can cure poison ivy with it. And like vodka
It's got other uses.
There are several different uses.
I know that you can put vodka on your skin and it'll wore away like mosquitoes and stuff.
Yeah. And if you are not a fan of the cheap shitty vodka and have like another $3 or $4 to throw for a Brita filter, you can always distill it a couple more times.
And then you just got water.
Apparently it works.
I would
Apparently it tastes a lot better.
I heard you could do that with Coca-Cola and sodas too.
Really? I guess you can really do it for anything.
Yeah, but it like destroys your filter right away.
Well, yeah, same with the vodka. Like, I mean, you just put in like 1.5 liters of vodka into your filter. Obviously, it's gonna do a little bit of damage.
Like, Pawn Stars, I love it, but like, it's just so much, like, way too much suspense. Like, there's one thing, I want to know what's happening, but everything is like...
It doesn't need that much suspense. And I like how they have an expert for everything.
Yeah, expert for everything.
Expert for everything, yeah.
Also, they're kind of their own dynamic that they have that exists in the shop, in my opinion, is actually really funny.
Yeah,
Chumley
is man.
Chumley and Gramps are my favorite by far.
Oh, Gramps is fun.
Gramps, I love
He's
Gramps.
just like, well, fuck you guys.
Like,
I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Remember, they built him an office once. So they're like, hey, Gramps, we built you an office. It's like, why do I need an office? I said, here. It's like, because this way you can take naps, like, not in front of the public, in front of everyone. It's like, I'll take naps wherever I want in my store. He's just the old guy who just doesn't care and still makes bank.
Now, do you think that, what is a better morning drink? Like, I know some people have mimosas to get going. Do you like drinking beer in the morning?
Honestly, big fan of the shower beer.
Ah, yes.
Even though it does have its drawbacks, because, if you're taking a warm shower, that beer is going to be hot as hell in like 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. So you really got to work it down really quickly.
I will.
President Stanger, any professor that happens to be watching, come on my show. I am a man of my cider. Even though they're a little girly.
Yeah.
Let's lay it out there, they are. But they just taste so good.
I mean, what you gotta do is you gotta take it, you gotta open it, you gotta pour it so nobody knows you're drinking right away.
Yeah. No, but I've turned a lot of people onto cider, and everyone likes it. Like, it's one of those drinks. It's like almost like sparkling apple juice, almost. Like, that's what it tastes like. It's great. Like, you can get when I was studying abroad in London, they used to sell like plastic 2-liter bottles of cider for
that's
like,
awesome.
I guess the equivalent of like $6 or $7.
Girly drinks are the best.
See, that's what I do.
Don't get me wrong. I love good beer, but like girly drinks are just so
girly drinks. See, every guy secretly loves girly drinks.
Even like the non-alcoholic, like Shirley Temples. When
I was little, I used to order Shirley Temples like everywhere I went. Like They were so good, especially when they're spiked with vodka.
Allows you to.
Video feed went out.
How do
What are
lose
we
the video
doing?
feed?
You're talking.
So
we can
now
talk.
we're back to
Are we recording?
radio.
Mike, are we recording?
We're up again, I think.
I think that works, in my opinion.
See, I think no matter what girls say, they love the overly romantic, sappy. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Girls dig that.
Yeah, they do.
Unless they're just into douchebags, in which case, well...
Welcome to Binghamton University.
Yeah, welcome to Binghamton University. There you have many choices, my friend. You know, between all these friggin'... Oh, my God. So many... See, there aren't really that many douchebags in Binghamton, but it's just such a highly visible presence.
Concentrated, too.
Concentrated, yeah. All in Bingham.
How old are these kids?
We're talking like 14, 15.
Oh, okay. I was
We're
thinking
not talking like little kids.
I was thinking like 5 to 10-year-olds just like blowing shit up.
I live in the beefed up version of him in Mountain View.
Mountain View. Oh, always wanted to. Never lived in Mountain View, but always wanted to. Like,
Isn't that
this
housing
is so-
system so messed up? If you can't get into Mountain View if you don't know someone who lives in Mountain View.
Yeah, it's like Fight Club.
But we don't talk about that here.
Honestly,
I think it's a shout out time. Can I make a shout out real quick?
Yeah, sure.
BTV would like to thank Ryan Sariola for watching this episode of Cup of Joe.
Who? Do we have a viewer? We have a viewer!
the big sleeper, Hillside. This is my second year in Hillside. I love it. As long as you have a bicycle to get up and down that hill, so it doesn't take like freaking 15 minutes to get. If you can stand the commute, it's awesome. Like, there are never any cops. None of the RAs care. You pretty much do whatever you want. Like, it's like the wild, wild west.
So when I was studying abroad in London last year, I was going to make dinner and I left my Facebook open on my laptop. About 10 minutes later, I got a frantic call from my mother. Like, what the hell is going on? I'm just like, what? I'm just making dinner. She's like, check your Facebook right now. And I look, they posted that, oh, Kappa found out what I did this weekend. That was the study abroad program that we were studying through. And they were shipping me home on Wednesday. And everyone was literally, for the next month, the rest of the time I was there, random people kept coming up to me and being like, oh, you know, what happened? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, someone got into my Facebook.
That wouldn't surprise me.
God damn it, I love Panera Bread.
You know,
But why are they so expensive? Why are the portions
That's
so
what-
small for $8? Macaroni and cheese should not be on the kids' menu. Delicious, awesome, $8 for like this much.
that's what I hate. I don't eat at Panera. I don't eat at Starbucks. Don't eat or drink at Starbucks. Like, it just...
Those are like
It's
the
not-
fancy.
It's not worth
franchises.
it. Like, even Quiznos. I can go to Subway and get, like, a quarter more of the food for a couple dollars less.
Are you Moe's or
Moe's. Mo Mondays, dude. That's where it's at.
today is Monday?
Today's Mo Monday. I might be going to Mo Monday with my friend, actually. $5 for a freaking drink burrito and unlimited chips? Like, who the hell can pass that up?
Not I.
It's awesome. Gets crowded, but it's awesome. Like, I'm looking forward to
How do you weigh in on the Moe's Chipotle debate?
Chipotle is better, but Moe's is almost as good, but just so much cheaper.
Are you?
You know, there's actually an OCCT bus in the back of the Hillside parking lot where the car
Oh, where's
graveyard
that go
is.
to?
Where, what?
Where's that go to?
Well, nowhere right now.
Oh.
But it's just parked in the back. But the
Oh.
doors are open, and the keys are still in the ignition. So we should seal the bus and start our own bus route.
Okay.
That goes exclusively to Moe's and back every Monday.
$5 a head.
$5.
I've had 2 different instances where people have poured beer in my fish tanks over the years. Because I always have fish in my dorm.
Yeah.
They're my best friends. No, they're not.
You know, I was thinking about, I work on campus and I meet a lot of people from work, but I never know when is the right time to Facebook friend somebody.
Yes, it is an extremely interesting debate. Just because Facebook is still such a relatively new technology, there's a few little rules and of etiquette. You know, like you don't want to post, pictures of you super drunk or drinking or smoking weed or whatever, because I'm sure your mom and dad will just love that when they add you on Facebook. Employers, like apparently, like something like 1 in 3 employers, maybe even 2 in 3 employers now.
Checking Facebook.
Checking
I heard that
Facebooks.
some even make you give them your password, but I heard that was very iffy because.
No, that's
privacy
definitely an
issues.
invasion of privacy. Like,
Yeah.
there's no doubt like that.
But you got coworkers, you got people you just met,
Yeah.
people who live on your floor. When do you add them?
Honestly, this is just personally me. I usually wait for people to add me unless I'm like super like adamant about it, like, or we get super friendly or whatever. Like, it was just an acquaintance. Like, if it's someone I met one time and I'm never gonna see again, I'm not gonna go out.
What time do you think is the charm though?
I think if you know a person for at least 2 weeks and see them regularly.
2
Like,
weeks. That's
2
a lot.
weeks. I wait a while because the thing is, most people in that 2 week period will add you.
I was saying five times. After five
Five
times interacting, like you both know each other's names. It's not weird. You know, you're kind of friends,
Yeah.
even if you're acquaintance.
Yeah, even like if Facebook is an acquaintance emporium.
Exactly.
I like to say it's just like those people you're too lazy to physically keep in touch with and don't care enough about. That like there are a couple people from high school that I would never ever go out of my way for ever, under any circumstances. But I still keep in touch with them on Facebook every once in a while. Like, it's nice just to keep tabs on people, you know.
Yeah. Everyone
stay
does their
updated.
fair share of Facebook stuff.
Oh, everyone Facebook. If people deny Facebook stalking or peeing in the shower, they are lying to your face.
Okay, so,
But no, Shark Tank is awesome.
and it's crazy because the people that have on the show all have different expertise.
Yeah.
Like you have one who's basically engineering. You have one who's strictly finance. You have one who's real estate.
And
one who's
then
clothing. And they
Jeff
will try
Foxworthy.
to fight. Yeah.
Who is actually an extremely successful entrepreneur.
Wait,
he
Jeff
has,
Foxworthy was
yeah.
on the show?
Yeah.
He was one of the sharks?
Yeah.
Wow.
He is actually one of the more successful, I'd say. He's one of the really few people to transfer his comedy into like viable products. Like
Mustaches?
They have "Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?" fucking everything now, and just your redneck Gwen calendars, and just people friggin' eat that shit up. My mom loves Jeff Foxworthy, and he's a great comedian. He's funny and he's family friendly. 2 things you don't really hear in common from a person.
Especially comedians. Comedians
Yeah.
curse.
No, do girls.
Do girls? I don't know. That would be a little gross though, because I can imagine if you're just like standing there, it'll like run down your leg and stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's gross.
It's always
I don't
better
think
being
girls.
a guy.
Yeah, being a guy. We are on the winning side of biology. Yes. Just guys have it. I mean,
You gotta go
give,
pee.
there's give and take.
Anywhere.
There's
The
give and
world
take.
is your toilet.
Yes, guys, we have penises. We can pee wherever the fuck we want, which is great. Personally, I've marked out the top story of the parking garage down on State Street.
And I
That's
lecture
my
hall
personal
too.
territory. Pissing in the lecture hall. Classy.
Like,
there.
first week, some people show up because they're like, yeah, I'm going to get a new start of the semester. Second week, those people are still there. By the 4th or 5th week,
Empty.
you could be banging in the library if you wanted to.
Facebook.
Yes.
When is it when is it creepy to add someone?
If you just... I don't know, when it's creepy? Before, I hate when I get Facebook additions from people I don't know. Or, like, kids who are still in high school that, like, I didn't talk to. Like, 8th graders from my high school, because my high school was 7th through 12th. So, like, 8th grade kids are still adding me on Facebook. Like, I don't give a shit about your life. I don't know what you want to do with mine.
I think I'm friends with, like, maybe a collective dozen or so people who are still, like, go to my high school. Maybe less now, actually. Most of the people I know graduated.
What's your friend
college.
count at, though? What's your friend count at?
You know, I actually checked it a few days ago. It's a little over 650. But, like, it's just, I've always been really involved in school and doing stuff and, like, always traveling a lot. So it was just, like, a lot of people that I randomly met, like, once at a Model U on Congress in Boston, like, senior year of high school.
Did you ever, I don't know if Facebook was so important when you graduated from high school to college, but did you ever do a Facebook friend holocaust?
You know, I very rarely delete people off my friends because you never know when someone else is going to pop up. Like, randomly, when I met this kid just randomly, like at a Mario conference in Boston, actually, and my cousin just randomly texted me about a year later when he was going to GW, and he moved in, and he was like, oh, I saw we're mutual friends with this one kid, how do you know him? I was like, oh, I went to Model UN conference with him like a year ago. He's like, well, he's on my floor now in GW, and I'm like, oh no shit.
See, that's what I really like about Facebook, the mutual friends.
You never know, like, just everyone knows.
I mean, when I was talking about that, I'm talking about, like, I guess you're right, people you met, like, once. But I'm also talking about those stupid things.
Those really annoying people.
That you add when you're, like, I don't know, I got on Facebook when I was, like, 8th grade, so now I'm regretting liking all those, like...
Yeah, no, that really came back to haunt me. Like, now that they integrate them in the newsfeed.
Yeah, it's annoying.
So... But honestly... I usually don't unlike or unfriend people. I usually just hide them from my newsfeed.
I started unliking them because what is going to define me as a person? Is an employer going to be like Sam Canelano? All right, he's a freshman at Binghamton University. He's got a pretty high GPA, but he's also
and he likes bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Yeah.
Gone through. I had a beta, first semester sophomore year. And then second semester, it broke its back somehow, like when I was transporting it from home to Binghamton after winter break.
Oh.
And like it was the most pathetic looking fish. Like it would just chill on the bottom, and then like every 10, 15 minutes, it would just sort of make its way to the top, get a little air bubble, and then fall back down to the bottom. We renamed it Christofish Reeves.
That you should never ever do. That's number one for Facebook etiquette. Never ask someone to add you on Facebook, or say you're gonna add someone on Facebook in lieu of, say, getting a phone number or even an email or something.
No. The worst to me is like for like. It doesn't even make sense.
No, come on. People don't. Well, at least my people on Facebook don't. Only my friend's brother, who's like a freshman in high school.
No, the worst ever. Because I still see people who are my age in college doing it. The truth is, who gives a shit?
Like, that's the thing.
Anonymity.
Yes. I'm bad with words.
We're going to take 5 minutes and go through our brand new segment, because now we can, because Bing U Secrets is back up. We are going to... All right, so there are 11 posts. Secrets. Let's look through all of them and debate and discuss.
I have a news.
So, my roommate thinks her fish is fine. In reality, I killed her fish on Saturday and bought a new one out of guilt. I don't think I'll ever tell her. I think that is great. Genius. That is awesome. You, sir or ma'am, are fucking crazy. That is great that you pulled that off.
I don't know.
It's a fish.
Is it like
it's
a
not
goldfish,
like a dog or
a beta fish?
I mean, if it's like a beta's a little harder because they're all
right. That's what I'm saying. If it's a goldfish,
but if it's just like a goldfish, like which is all of them are orange, like you can't see that shit.
I don't know if it was challenging. But that was my question, because if it was a beta fish, her roommate could be very dumb.
At number 45, I love the Binghamton school spirit. The crowds at the basketball games really pumps me up. Wow, even if our team is in last place and loses nearly any game, we should still be out there cheering for them. Opinions. I know you are one of the few people I know who actually goes to the Binghamton University.
I'm kind of worried that that's a little bit of sarcasm there. Just a little bit. Because I've seen attendance, it's abysmal in the student section. And folks, we have one more home game. February 28th, Wednesday, against Vermont, I believe. One last home game. Let's do it. Let's pack those stands. The BU Zoo is coming back.
The BU Zoo.
We need more school spirit. I know a lot of people are so depressed because they're in Binghamton, but guys, you can make the change.
Eating Sodexo food is like eating an entire bottle of laxatives. I don't think I've had a solid shit in their food. Yeah, because the quality's so bad that it needs to pass through your body ASAP. So that what? The unnamed food distributor of Binghamton University, who shall not be named. Most school foods. It's sort of
most schools will put laxatives in their foods because it makes sense. It makes sense.
So that way, they don't want people getting sick and suing them, so they want that food out of your body as soon as possible.
Well, but still, don't worry. When you're putting meat out at just that frequency, especially in, let's say, like a dinner time in any cafeteria in a high school or in college, you don't have the time to continuously cook meat.
Yeah.
Like you put a steak on, steak is gonna cook half an hour, 45 minutes. You need at minimum. So not everything's fully cooked. So you gotta play it safe.
But honestly, you get used to it. You're probably a freshman. I've got a stomach of steel now from Binghamton cafeteria food.
Yeah.
Every college is like that, though. Let's be real here. You can't go to college and expect steak and sautéed onions every night.
That tastes delicious.
Yeah.
You can expect them every night. It's won't
Get a car,
delicious.
drive your ass to Wendy's. You'll be fine.
Or learn to cook.
Every building has a kitchen in it, even though it's usually just occupied by all the foreign exchange students. Like in my good old Hinman, Turkish people in that kitchen every night setting off the fire alarm.
Turkish people.
It just says, I like townies.
I like townies.
The townies here, very friendly. I'm from northern New Jersey where everyone hates everyone. And I'll be like walking on the rail trail or whatever. And just like people just go and be like, oh, hey, oh, hi. Like, and they'll give you like little head nods and stuff. They're actually like, they'll smile at you and be friendly. Like, I'm not used to that. I go into shock. When I first came up here,
So don't go to
I was
Atlanta.
in like shock.
You can't go to Atlanta then.
Atlanta, oh my God.
Atlanta, they're so nice. They're the nicest. They are so, everyone.
Anywhere that's not the Northeast, they're nice. I was in Minneapolis over
Yeah.
break, and they were just like, I was freaking out. They were just everyone was so friendly and helpful. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Well, this is what I think. I've thought about this. This whole thing where everyone's nicer except from like New York City. It's more of like if you're nice to people, how nice can you be all the time, and how often can you offer your help?
Yeah.
Like when you're walking around, let's say like you're in your apartment. You're in your apartment, you're in your dorm, you're dealing with like 3-4 people. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. You go to like a large area, Atlanta, you're dealing with a lot more people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But you go to a place like New York City, with millions and millions of people. If you have that like outlook constantly, you're done for. Every single person, you can see walking down the street, let alone if you're in Times Square walking down the street. Do you know how many people you will see drop something in a given like 10 seconds? They'll be across the street, they'll be down there. It's like, and it's troubling because it's like, oh, I want to help, but if I start helping, I'm gonna have to help them and them, and it's just like, I'm
It's
not saying
New York
it's a good
City.
thing, but
It's survival of the fittest. You cannot
true.
show mercy, or else the city will eat you alive.
oh, it does.
If someone takes my laundry out of the dryer while my clothes are still wet, I'll stop
Dick.
the dryer and remove
Dick.
one of
Dick.
each sock so they have no matching
cannot-
ones left.
That's
That,
smart.
you, sir,
Or a genius.
are genius.
I think we'll wrap that up.
All right,
For Cup of Joe, I'm Mike Segreta.
I'm Joe Torgrosa. Thank you for watching.
Wow, is it done? It's done.
Yeah, that was not bad.
Nor if.
We're off?
Oh, shit.
What?
So, thank you for watching our little show. This has probably been the best one. This has gone out.
This is solid, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a fair show.
It's
we
working.
haven't had a
We didn't have a
problem
failure.
during filming. Yes!
And it's recorded.